everybody, it's Kaylin here with My Fair Daily. So I'm back at you today with a fall inspired tutorial. I was actually really inspired by fall leaves. Fall is my favorite time of year. It's why I got married in the fall. That's why, I love fall in general. It's definitely my favorite season. So what also really inspired me was creating a new look with my brand new palette. This is the Stila Eyes Are the Window Shadow Palette, and this is in Spirit. So these are what the shades look like in this palette. And then this one was just kind of my favorite one that I swatched at Sephora the other day. Again, I really enjoyed this palette. If you guys want to see my fall inspired or fall leaves inspired makeup look, just keep watching. So for this tutorial, we are going to be using the Stila Spirit palette. This is one of the new palettes that just came out recently within the last couple months that I believe is actually replacing the old eyeshadow lines that they have out currently. And like any eyeshadow look, you always want to start out with an eyeshadow primer. My primer of choice is the Urban Decay Eye Primer Potion in the original formula. So I already went ahead and applied all of my face makeup. First I used the Tarte Clean Slate Timeless Smoothing Primer Base as my primer all over my face. And then I went ahead in with the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Full Coverage Foundation in the shade Light Neutral. And I really just love this foundation. It's a great full coverage foundation. First, I'm going in with this shade here called Puffy. This is in the top row of the palette, and I'm going to be using this color in the crease area. I'm also going in with this Real Techniques kind of flat shader brush as my crease brush of choice right now. And I'm going to be really concentrating a majority of the color, if I can, in the outer corner of the eye, just because that's where I want the biggest concentration of color. Using a windshield wiper technique, I'm just blending this color in seamlessly into the crease, just really blending it out so there's no harsh lines. This is going to create a nice transition between my eyelid and my crease for when I apply my eyelid color. Now I'm going to be going into this shade here called Barefoot. I just want to go ahead and deepen up the crease a little bit. It's not quite dark enough for me, so again, just going in windshield wiper motions, concentrating a majority of the color in the outer corner of the eye and then moving inwards. Taking this dense fluffy brush from the Naked 2 palette, which is one of my all-time favorite blending brushes that I have, I'm just going to be blending this out and really trying to get rid of any harsh lines that might be on my eyelid right now. Also blending out the outer corner again just to prevent any harsh lines from being in this look. Next, I'm taking this gorgeous peach color called Jezebel, and I'm going to be applying this all over the eyelid, trying to avoid the crease area as best as I can. I really want this to just mainly stay on the eyelid. Next, going into the shade called Oasis, I'm going to be using this on the inner third of the eye and also the inner corner. But I'm also going to be blending this into that Jezebel shade that I just put down on my eye, again just to create a very seamless blend. And then for the outer corner of my eye, I'm going in with this flat shader brush in the shade called Pigali. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right or not, but I'm going to be applying this all to the outer corner of the eye. And you want to go ahead and follow the outer corner of the eye, creating kind of a C shape on your eye or an inverted V. That's kind of my favorite method for really treating the outer corner of the eye. I just really want to deepen up this look and really just make my eyes really stand out and pop. And I think this is a gorgeous cranberry shade, really reminiscent of fall. I'm also using this brush to kind of just blend it in a little bit, just really laying down the color, packing it in, just making sure it's very pigmented. Going in with that same dense fluffy brush, I'm going to be blending this into the crease area as well as into the rest of my eyelid. Again, just to create a very seamless look, but really staying in the outer corner to really make that eye pop, just creating a very smoky, sexy look for, you know, daytime, evening, whatever have you. Blend it out to your heart's content. I believe I'm actually going to go in and add a little bit more color and pigmentation to this look, just to really amp up the color. I feel like the color on my other eye probably is outweighing the color on this eye a little bit. And again, taking the fluffy brush and kind of just patting it onto the color so I don't blend it out too much. Again, I feel like that was probably the problem the first time, is I blended it out a little too much, and I really want a nice concentration of pigmentation on my eyelids. Next, I'm going in with Benefit They're Real Gel Liner. This is definitely one of my favorite liners to use right now. I absolutely love it. I'm so glad I picked it up from Ulta. And I'll probably be doing more of an extensive review on my blog very soon, so make sure you stay tuned for that. I like to start all of my winged liners, gel or not, or even liquid liner, with the actual wing of the liner, or just the little tail end. So what I like to do is start with that, and then I work the product inwards, trying to stay as close to my lash line as possible. I know this is kind of a really hard technique, and it's actually pretty hard for me as well. I tend to go a little bit thicker than I usually like to, but again, try to stay as close to the lash line as possible and just work the product inwards. I'm going to go ahead and extend the liner also close to the inner corner of the eye, just creating a nice thin line as you go inwards, not making it too thick. I really just want to define the eye, really outline it, and make it really pop. Going back to the beginning, I'm going to finish off that wing. I always like to finish with it. I like to start and I like to finish with the wing. I really like to perfect it and make it really match my other eye. Just making sure, again, looking from side to side, making sure that they're pretty even, which I think that they are. Going in with the pencil eyeliner Perversion by Urban Decay. This is definitely one of the blackest black formulas I've ever used. And I like it for tight lining, which is what I'm going to be doing on my upper lashes. I know that this probably looks really crazy and really like creepy. I'm not a huge tight liner fan just because it looks so nasty on camera, but I really want, again, my eyelashes to pop, my lash line to pop, just really look defined and dramatic. Next, I'm going in with this NYX eyeliner pencil. This is in the shade Esmeralda. I'm going to be using this on my lower lash line, again, to really make it pop, but also to add that green color, which again is very reminiscent of fall, as well as just green leaves and like the mix of green and reds, and yeah, I just really love fall. Somehow my camera did not record this, but I went ahead and I did my lower lash line in shadow as well. So I went back in with that Pigalle color, and right here I'm showing you this Perversion mascara. This is the sample I got with my Ipsy bag for August. I love this mascara. It is freaking amazing, and you know, I really want to grab the primer as well, just to see how much more amps it up, because everyone said it just is freaking amazing. So again, I'm going ahead and apply this all over both sets of my lashes, my upper lashes as well as my lower lashes. I just think this is an incredible formula. I think it's one of the blackest formulas I've ever used. It's just, I think it's an amazing mascara. So this is the eyes complete. So they look pretty even to me. I really am digging this eyeshadow and this eye look right now. So going ahead to reapply the rest of my face makeup, I'm going in with this Maybelline Timeless Instant Age Rewind Concealer. I'm using this all under my, well, in my under eye area. This is what I use to brighten up the under eyes, really highlight them, and really, you know, hide those dark under eye circles that really plague me on a daily basis. Going in with my ring finger, I'm just gonna go ahead and blend this all into my under eye area. Again, just smoothing it out, creating a nice flawless look. And because I completely forgot, I'm going in with this very fluffy brush from Sephora. It's not really dense, it's like, again, just a very nice fluffy brush. Going into this color called Chinoy. I'm probably totally butchering that, but I always forget for some reason to apply the brow highlight, so that is what I'm doing right now. Again, I'm just applying this all over the brow, or I should say underneath my eyebrow, but also blending it into that Pigalle shade, just to, again, really blend it out, make it very seamless. Going in with the Honey Bronzer from The Body Shop. This is definitely one of my all-time favorite bronzers right now. I'm taking the Real Techniques Blush Brush, which is a nice big fluffy blush brush, and I'm going in with the shade, just dusting off any excess. Then I'm starting the contour. I like to suck in my cheeks just to get those nice lines going on so I can create that definition that I'm looking for. And then again, just blending it out very seamlessly, not really concentrating or trying to get a nice fine line. I'm really just setting down the initial contour for when I go in later with my Too Faced bronzer to really heighten that contour and really, you know, make it a nice fine chiseled look. And as I mentioned, going in with my Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer by Too Faced. I'm also taking this Real Techniques, this is their contour brush actually, and then I'm just going into the product and I am going to be applying it again where I already laid down the initial contour shade, but I'm going in to heighten the contour because I like a really nice contoured look for this tutorial today. I think that contoured cheeks look great for fall. It just really kind of brings a look together, makes it look very polished. Go ahead and applying it under the chin too, again, just to eliminate that double chin, as well as under the lips, just to really make them pop and make them look a lot plumper. I don't know how that technique works as well as it does, but it looks awesome. Then going in with this duo sample of the Coastal Scents blushes that I actually, again, got in my Ipsy bag last month. I'm just blending the two colors together. I've been so obsessed with these, like this blush duo this entire month. So I'm going in kind of concentrating it more on the planes again of my cheeks rather than on the apples. Applying it a little bit on the apples, but really kind of following the line I already created with my contour again, just to create that nice chiseled look that I'm going for. Next I'm going in with my 3 custom color facial highlight. This is actually one of the first items I ever got in a Wantable box. I freaking love this facial highlighter. It is so finely milled and absolutely gorgeous. I would rival this on par with the Hourglass ambient lighting powders as far as just how finely milled it is. I use this really for underneath the eyes, kind of to set it, as well as on top of the cheekbones. Again, just to highlight that area and really draw the light in, just really making it very seamless and very smooth, and really just camouflaging any kind of under eye darkness. Also taking this color onto my finger and putting it along the bridge of my nose, just to again highlight that, as well as working it up kind of into the eyebrow area as well, just to even that out. As well as I'm going to be taking this and applying it onto my Cupid's bow. Sorry if I am flipping you guys off on the camera. But I like a really nice subtle shine right on the Cupid's bow, just to really kind of draw emphasis to my lips, but really just make that area again pop and look absolutely gorgeous. And then sometimes I'll go in with the brush if I think I put on a little too much pigmentation, just to even it out. And then I'm going to go ahead and be setting everything actually with my Hourglass Ambient Lighting palette. This is definitely a well-loved must-have product for me. Holy grail, I absolutely love it. I'm first going in with kind of the darker shade. This is kind of more bronzy. I'm not sure exactly what the shades are right now on camera. Again, I will link those below so you guys know what they are. But I'm kind of just going over where I contoured to really kind of diffuse out that color, just really again make it look very nice and flawless and airbrushed. And then going in with the it's either the far right or the far left, the one that is not in the middle, and then I go and I use this one all over the face to just really set the look and just again really make it look flawless, seamless, very airbrushed, and just very diffused and just very camera appropriate. This is what I love so much about the Hourglass Ambient Lighting palette, is it just looked so amazing on camera. If you guys don't have this palette in your lives, you definitely got to get on it. And then to finish up with the lips, I'm going in with this Bite Beauty lipstick in the shade Retsina. It's a really pretty nude color. It's almost a little too much on the nude side for me. That's what it looks like. It comes off very pinky on camera, but I feel like this color is a little almost too nude for me, but I really, really do like the shade. And you know, it's definitely growing on me. I'm definitely trying to use it more, but it definitely is quite nude on me. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this all over the lips first, and then I'm going to go back in with a lip gloss just to kind of work with the color and make it so it's not so pale and so nude on me. And then going in with the Milani Brilliant Shine Lip Gloss in the shade Luminous, I'm going to be applying it again all over this Retsina shade. And oh my god, I love this lip gloss. It's to die for. It smells like just marshmallow heaven. It smells like marshmallow fluff and marshmallow goodness, and oh, it smells so good. It reminds me of MAC lipsticks, how they smell just really sweet like candy and like marshmallows. So there you guys have it. There is the final look, the eyes, the face, the works. I again was so inspired by fall. I really, really love this eye makeup look. It is very easy and simple to follow. You can even substitute out some different drugstore products if you find some that are compatible. I was just very inspired by this new palette that I I purchased to do this tutorial. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope that you guys will recreate this look and share it with me on social media. So if you like this tutorial, please give it a big thumbs up. Also subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also check me out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, Blog Lovin', Google+. I will link all those below for you guys to check out. So guys, thank you so much again for checking out my tutorial. I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye everybody.